One of the coolest takedowns in the latest sumo tournament, next. Fujisayan got this really cool outside leg trip. It actually happened a couple times in this tournament, but let's go ahead and focus on this one because it was first day and I was really impressed. So that's the one that really stuck with me. But let's kind of break it down. Okay, so what was happening is that Fujisayan got an underhook here, and I think he might have been trying to get the belt, right? But he was getting blocked, right? So he never really got the belt. But I think ultimately what was happening is then his opponent, right, was coming in, maybe trying to do a inside leg lift, but right at the beginning of that motion, right, then we got a hook and a spin, and then ultimately a takedown. All right, it's going to show from a different angle here. So let's show from this side. Okay, so it will be like this. You got the underhook, right? He wasn't able to get the belt, and then as soon as this was happening, then you got the hooking and spinning. So you can kind of describe like how that kind of feels like you start your leg going in one direction, but then they pull it, right? So that's kind of destabilizing.
Yeah, because all your weight's on that supporting leg, having that leg in the air being swung the other way very much unbalances you backwards.
Yeah, so that's basically how it worked. It officially got labeled as an outside leg trip. I think ultimately it kind of like as you bring your foot down, right, then they kind of trip over your thigh. So we're going to kind of talk about that in different scenarios. So can you show us the Aikido way?
Yeah, so if we start in Katatatori Gyakuhami, so you grab the same side wrist, I move to the outside, and then I step in, getting my hip behind partner's hip there, and then I turn, opening to the side there, or you can grab the legs and over that outside leg.
Awesome, awesome. Can you show us one more time? Really cool. Actually, can you show us maybe on this side? So I'll fall backwards so you can kind of see what the leg is doing. All right. So hopefully you get an understanding of that. But then say like if we're in a Sanda scenario, okay, so then if we're here, right, we're in our orthodox stance. Of course, you got to kind of be punching your way under, right? So maybe you'll clinch up a little bit. So imagine we're clinched up on this side, but we're going to focus on this side. So you're going to have to bat their arm down, come in for the underhook, and then try your best to reach all the way across their waist as best as you can. This other hand, you come and get the thigh. This is going to be the most secure way, right? And then you're going to be pulling with the arm around the thigh, right? Just pulling them down. Okay, so maybe if you can stand over on this side. Okay, so if we're here, right, so kind of coming in, right, so maybe you can bat the one arm down. You can step around here, so you see grabbing around the waist. You can grab the inner thigh here, right, and then pull. You lift the leg, pull the waist, all right, and then they'll go down backwards. If you have, like, say maybe you got, actually maybe come over to this side. Say if you have like a body lock or something, totally you can trip them over your knee. But I like the other way. And actually that does happen often the other way. So kind of gave you a few examples of what we saw in sumo and how you can apply it in Aikido and Sanda. The sumo way, actually all of these ways will work in wrestling and catch wrestling. So feel free to like try these different ideas in your training. Do you have any 2 cents?
In the Aikido version, at least, it's important to make sure you're standing upright. Is that the same case in the other outside leg trips? If you lean forward, are you at risk of being thrown?
In Sanda, you will be a little bit more upright, definitely, because it's more kickboxing oriented. In wrestling, you will be more down. And even kind of sumo is kind of like down, but I think this this happened because one person was going for a different takedown, so then he was able to be countered. So, yeah, definitely Sanda, you'll definitely be way more upright.
Very cool.
All right. Okay, so if you want to see anything else, if you have any questions, down in the comments, and we'll see you in the next video.